Valentine's Day edition. Even though Valentine's Day was a few days ago, okay, we're just gonna ignore that fact, okay? So I would say, each holiday, I feel like there's just a new type of drama that we just have to eat up for the holidays. I got my Valentine's Day shirt on. I know it's not pink or red. It says Valentine on it. Look at that. My hair's in the way, but it's Valentine themed, okay? It has the lyrics to the song called Valentine by 5 Seconds of Summer. I'm excited. I feel like I haven't read them in forever, and it's literally only been like, what, maybe 3 weeks? That's still a long time. Am I the for not wanting to do a Galentine's Day? Let's see. We love a Galentine's Day. Even if you do have a Valentine's Day is still a slay. So, my 20-year-old female, 3 best friends, they're all 20-year-old female, were recently chatting in a group chat about doing a Galentine's date this Valentine's. For context, 2 of my friends recently broke up with their boyfriends. One of them caught him cheating like last week and dumped him, and the other ended a long-term toxic relationship a couple months ago. Damn. Good for both of them for getting out of it and just being able to do that. They were saying that we all could grab drinks and do karaoke so my friends wouldn't have to think about their exes on a date where love and relationships are thrown in their face. Very valid. Like, can I join? You're 20. This has to be, hopefully this is in a different country because that's illegal. I'm not a cop. I totally understand, and under any other circumstances, I'd be so down for it. However, this year will be my first year that I actually get to spend Valentine's Day with a partner. I've never been in a relationship before until this one, and I really wanted to spend the day with my boyfriend. I told my friends this and that I'd be down to do something another day, and they all got upset at me. They said I wasn't being supportive and I'm putting a man before my best friend. My friend who's in a relationship said that she was sacrificing the day to support our other friend, so I should be able to as well. I feel like that's really unfair. She and her boyfriend have been together for years and they've never made a big deal out of Valentine's Day. At the end of the day, I suppose Valentine's Day is just another day of the year, and my boyfriend likely wouldn't be upset if we were to hang out on the day after or something. Frankly, I really just want to spend the day with him. Am I being a selfish? I think you're not the I think, in my opinion, if you're doing like a Galentine's Day group and someone has a boyfriend, I think Galentine's Day needs to be on a different day for the people that are in a relationship. That's my opinion. I think, no, you're not the I agree, the other friend has been in a relationship longer, so it's easier for her to be like, well, I'm sacrificing the day. And honestly, just be like, you know what? You guys can do it. Like, I said I can do another day. That day I'm not available because I have plans. You could also just, dare I say, lie and just say you have plans. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's being mean to your friends or not, but I don't think you're not wanting to hang out with your friends. Like, it's not like you don't like them or you're not wanting to do the plans. Like you said, literally any other day you'd be down. It's just that day. I just think that it does get a little bit tricky, mostly whenever you are this young, like how we are now. Sort of like, oh, well, you're prioritizing, and it's like, well, you know what? Maybe that's where my priorities are. You know what? And like, I understand if it's like the first Valentine's Day that you're spending with someone, it's like, well, I want to spend it with my significant other. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you guys, but that's any other day. Or maybe you can join their plans later or earlier. Like, you can leave the plans sooner and go out with your boyfriend, or you can go out with your boyfriend and then leave your boyfriend and go with, I don't think you're duh. Like, I just think it's really weird for them to just like get that bitter about it. So no, you are not. Okay, so the next one is, am I for calling out my girlfriend for doing more for her friends for Valentine's Day than me? My girlfriend and I have been together since August. I don't know when this was posted because it says 2 years ago. So we don't know what the time frame. Oh, it's near Valentine's Day, so I'm assuming the previous August. I try to do little stuff for her, or when I see something I think she'd like, she doesn't. I chalked it up to different people do things differently. Christmas came and I got her some stuff and she said she couldn't do anything because she had to get a lot of presents for her family. Sucks, but no big deal. I think that is kind of a big deal. I think that's sort of like, wait, what? Because August to December is still a little bit of time. Anyways, well, Valentine's Day, I got her favorite candy and some other stuff. A few days prior to Valentine's Day, I seen she posted on social media out shopping for this person and that person's Valentine's present, meaning she was getting stuff for 2 of her friends. How do we know that? How do we know that? That post even confuses me. Why would she post that? We were both off work yesterday, so we spent the day together. I gave her gift, and she sort of sat there awkwardly and said, I didn't get a chance to get you anything. I said, but you managed to get stuff for your friends? And she said, yeah, but that was only because they said they had got me something. Like, are you not going to assume that your boyfriend got you something? What? I said, yeah, but so did I, and since it's Valentine's Day, don't you think you should at least get a card for your boyfriend? She said, I was going to, but then I ran out of time. I said, funny you had time to get stuff for them, though. Why does it seem like I always come last? She said, what, am I not supposed to have friends and just only hang out with you? Sorry for having friends. I said, that's not what I mean. But it'd be nice if I wasn't just giving all the time and you taking. She said I made her feel like and didn't need to call her out and went home. We haven't talked. And it sucks being in a relationship, just giving and giving. I think, duh, you're not the asshole, you're not the asshole here. I think why, there's nothing wrong with getting gifts for your friends, for sure. I agree with that, that's fun, that's cute, and that's whatever, but like, get all the gifts together. Why are you out shopping for your friends and you're not thinking, oh, let me get something for my boyfriend too? Or, I'm kind of surprised she didn't pull out the money card, or whatever, like she did for Christmas. That would have been crazy, because it's like, wait, shouldn't you get something for your boyfriend first? You just assume he's getting you something. I don't know. I would assume he's getting me something. And mostly, I don't know if you're hanging out on Valentine's Day or around, but like, would you not expect, mostly not having a conversation about that, would she not expect that? I don't know. You're not the and it's just like, wait, what? What? That just doesn't, her logic doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, this title scares me a little bit. It says, am I the for refusing to pay for my own Valentine's Day gift? I'm using a throwaway because my boyfriend's sister follows me on Reddit. I'm a 20-year-old female and have been dating Brandon, who's a 20-year-old male, for about 9 months now. Overall, there are several things about that bother me now that didn't bother me when we initially started dating. My main issues are, 1, he refuses to get a job. 2, he refuses to get a license. So break up with him now. Like, now. Now. Jobless, no license. Girl, leave. Leave. While you can. I already see where this is going and I don't like it. Oh my gosh, okay. Recently I was at his house and we were discussing Valentine's Day and what our plans were going to be. He asked if I could take him to the craft store so we could get things to make my gift. I said no because I didn't want to see anything he was buying and wanted it to be a surprise. He then asked me how he was supposed to pay for it if I wasn't there. This is giving like me in Christmas when I was in 1st grade at the Santa's workshop with my mom standing right there like, oh, can you give me money so I can buy you this blue stuffed animal that you're not even gonna want? Insane. Okay, we're not even done. Like, I'm already laughing at this. Immediately I'm upset because firstly, he gets an allowance and he actually he's 20 years old and gets an allowance. He expected me to pay. Secondly, he's absolutely horrible at making any type of craft, so I don't really want to waste money on something I know I'll hate. Get him one more time for me, girl. Get him one more time. Let's keep going. I love this. I told him I would not pay for my own gift, and it's ridiculous that he would expect me to. He said he didn't understand what the big deal was. I've paid for other crafts we've done together. The other crafts we've done together were things we did together. Hence, why I was fine with buying the supplies. And also, is he even good at crafting? Is he good at crafting any of this? Like, what is going on? What is it? I just want to know how much his weekly allowance is. That's crazy. Being 20 years old and getting a weekly allowance, because it's like, is he in college getting an allowance? Is he just at school getting his mom Venmoing him money? What's going on? He said he wanted to buy a new game coming out so he wouldn't have any money after. I would take that game and throw it on the wall. Or a game you can play together, maybe. Instead of a craft, instead of a stupid craft. Sorry, I didn't mean to say stupid. Crafts are cute. It's just whenever she's paying for the craft supplies, I can say stupid. He cried about it, and that just annoyed me, so I left and went home. What the? Him, his sister, and his mom keep calling me and have left several voicemails about how upset he is. Personally, I'm just annoyed and it's making me view him as if he's a child. But his mom and sister are saying I'm an for hurting him like this. Edit. Oh my god. He lives with his sister, so his sister gives him an allowance. This can't be real. This cannot be a real story. Like, what? How old is his sister? How old is this lady? He dropped out of high school, and anytime I've mentioned him getting his GED, he just cries and says he's not smart enough. His only career goal is becoming a YouTuber/streamer. That's fine, but is my man grinding on that YouTube and streaming grind? Probably the earliest update ever, but I broke up with him and there's really nothing more to add. Thank you to everybody that helped me realize how tired I actually was of him. That's so funny that she's like, that's pretty much it. That's my life. Hope you enjoyed. No, you're not. I mean, you edited it and updated it and said that, like, you know, you're not. Duh, you're not the. That's insane. And now, like, obviously everyone's situation is different, so it's like I kind of feel bad that he doesn't have his high school diploma. You know, he doesn't have his license because, trust me, I know driving anxiety now at this point. I used to not be a shamer, but I used to just be like, why? Now I get it. So I understand that. I also understand your point of I don't want to be there when the gifts are being bought. Like, I always try to avoid buying gifts in front of people. Just, I feel like that's not something for him to completely break down and act like you're in the wrong for. You know what I mean? I think he has to take some sort of accountability here. And that clearly was, like, not ready to be taken. So good for you for breaking up because that's just great. And, like, mostly because it's like, can you take me to the craft store? Can you take me to GameStop and then take me to the craft store? I'm going to buy my game. That's $60 for me. And then I'm going to buy you $20 worth of craft over something that you're not gonna like. So no, you are not the here. And that's just so crazy to be like,
why are you mad? Why are you mad? Why are you mad about me paying?
The sister allowance is crazy. I'm so glad you ran. I'm really glad you ran. I also think it's crazy that his sister and his mom are reaching out. Mostly, like, I don't know. I understand in certain situations, I guess, if, like, outside people reach out, but it's mostly should be if it's like, this person is clearly not in the wrong. Hello, can you please, like, come back down and realize what's going on? In my personal opinion, I would think that the mom and the sister realize how, like, that he is, so they're just like, please don't leave him. And it's like, okay, well, you guys need to help him out. You guys need to be driving him around, maybe give him more allowance, or I don't know, get him to apply to a job. Like, that's your issue. It's a little bit hard. It's a little hard to draw the line between girlfriend and mom sometimes if you really care about them, but thank God you got out of there, girl. Alrighty, the next one is, am I the for choosing to be with my heartbroken sister for Valentine's Day rather than my husband? So I'm a 29-year-old female. I'm the oldest of 2 siblings, a brother who's 28 and a sister who I will call Emma who's 21 for the sake of the post. I'm extremely protective towards my siblings due to our childhood, workaholic parents that were never there. When me and my 30-year-old husband met 7 years ago, I explained I'm basically their mother, and when they need me, I will drop everything to go to them. Even before we got married, I made him promise to me that he accepted my loyalty with my siblings will always come first. Recently, my sister did something stupid which caused her childhood sweetheart, whom she'd been with since she was 15, to ghost her. Damn. 6 years. Since the 9th of February, she's been staying at our home, and I've been helping her deal with her first heartbreak, which she's taking bad. Think Bella New Moon bad. That's funny. I love the like, that really helps me understand. Thank you. Of course, Valentine's Day being so close, it was going to be harder for her. You can imagine my anger when my husband decorated our bedroom and got me an over-the-top gift basket with an extremely expensive makeup/skincare. I don't know, did he make a stupid mistake trying to mean well, or did he set out to prove a point, as he's been a bit of a crab towards my sister? What? How was that mean? How was that mean of him? I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I don't think that's mean of him at all. I think that he's just still trying to celebrate you at Valentine's Day. I think maybe it's like, yeah, you don't want to decorate the whole house down, but it sounds like he just did it in your room. It doesn't sound like he's doing the whole house, doing her room, whatever. It's not like he's shoving it in her face. He's just trying to be nice to you. He hasn't shown her any pity, nor does he support me, treating her like an innocent baby. On Valentine's Day, he called me and said to get ready. He was taking me out to surprise me, and I honestly was needing a breakout, and I was glad we weren't fighting anymore. While I was getting ready, my sister entered the room and had a breakdown, which ended in a panic attack. She was still crying in my arms when my husband entered our room dressed in a suit. I just mouthed sorry, and he threw down the roses, screaming, "F it, I can't take this shit anymore." He came home around 3 a.m. and slept on the floor of our bedroom. On the floor is crazy. By his own wishes. Since then, he hasn't spoke to me. Is he still in the house? My brother told me that I was in the right as family comes first, but my friends are on my husband's side. I think you have the right intentions. I think you have the heart. I think you have the desire, and you have the good intentions, but I think you've been helping her out a lot. I think you could easily just explain to her, like, hey, we have this plan for tonight. Like, we're gonna go out and do that. When we come home, I will be here. I'll be here for you, blah, blah, blah. I'll be here for you before and after, but I do have this little chunk of time that I would like to spend with him, but I don't think he was being mean for decorating. So I think that's where you are, that for saying angry for him decorating that. At the age that I'm at now, I'm 23 years old, I would not expect anyone. That's the thing with like any of these posts. I would not expect a friend, a family member, or whatever drop anything for Valentine's Day for me if they had a significant other. Automatically assume they have a significant other. I'm not doing anything on that day with them. You know, and like mostly this is like a different situation. It's like she's having a mental breakdown, but you know, get her settled, and it's like, okay, you say to your husband, hey, we might be a little bit late. I want to make sure she's relaxed and not having a panic attack, and then we can leave. But just not going and ditching him is what's the kind of mean part about it. She's living with you, she's there. Like, it's not like she just like showed up to your house one random night. I'm gonna say yes, I think you are in this situation. Mostly for being mad. I don't know, like, you didn't really elaborate on any of the arguments you guys had, but it's just like he's not trying to be mean about it. He's not being that supportive of her, which could be like a him issue too, but like, I don't think he has any ill intent. It doesn't sound like he's trying to like throw it in her face. Yeah, I'm gonna say I think you're the weird. I'm sorry, I feel bad for that. Some of them I don't mind like throwing the in your face, but this one it's like, yeah, I think you should have went out with him. You should have still. I hope you guys solve it. That's one of those things, it's like, you are, but I hope you guys work it out. I hope you guys figure it out. There wasn't too many this week. It's just like, what makes you think that makes sense or that you can do that. I'm sure people think that about me too, so I can't really blame anyone here. I hope you didn't deal with any of your Valentine's days, whether it is alone, with someone, with the girls, with the guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I'll see you guys next week. As always, stay healthy, stay hydrated, peace out. I love you guys. Bye!